there, Sherls here. I want to share this project that I just finished. By sequence, this is not the project that I'm supposed to finish and share, but I still cannot find the chain link that I want to use as the closure for the other project. So here we go, finishing another project. But yeah, I still have to finish this project before this weekend because I want to bring this one for my upcoming trip. I call this a journal album. This is not a journal. This is not a scrapbook album in my opinion. I tried to combine both of them and this is what I came up with. And with this one, I emphasis more on the journal side. The other project that I have yet to finish, I emphasis more on the scrapbook album. And you will see the differences when I posted that, finish and post that project. So anyways, for this project, I use different materials and techniques that I don't typically use. And you can see straight away from the amount of laces I use here. I use like laces from my stash and the laces from that I put online, and I just put these pretty flowers on the corner to hide the intersection between the 4 different laces and to make it looks more smooth. And for the cover, I reuse a food packaging cardboard. I use 2 of them. I put it like side by side, well, not side by side, like stack them, and then I cover it with Mod Podge paper towels. I got this idea from Sherls. She has a tutorial making a witch cover journal, which she used industrial paper towel. She crimp it and then she paint it and she used later, and it looks really cool. I will put a link to her videos on the description below. It's a 4 series video, and I don't really think that she has a playlist of it. If she doesn't, I will make a playlist of her tutorial and then put it on the description below. The paper towel that I use here is this one. This is the paper towel that I use to protect my table surface when I'm dyeing my paper. I do not use oven to dry my dyed paper because I don't really have time to watch the oven. I did it once and I feel like it's really time consuming. So what I did is just leave it overnight on my countertop and use paper towel to protect the surface. And over time I will get these cool looking paper towels. I have different one with which I dyed with beads, and sometimes I use avocado and then beads, and it will make a really interesting pattern of avocado and beads on the paper towel. And for this journal album, I use a tab binding to put the pages together. You cannot really see it from this side, but yeah, from this side, after I'm done, I decided that I want to make sure that this journal album stays together, and that's why I use this lace oval to cover the spine, so you cannot really see the naked spine now. It's kind of see-through actually. I got this lace oval from a snail mail in Junkers Scrap Co-op. So my sender, she's a sewer and also like a paper crafter as well. She make a lot of pretty lace vests and clothing, and when she told me that when she make the neckline, she usually just cut the lace in oval, and that's how she got a lot of these lace ovals. She hasn't offered it for snail mail for a bit, and I have asked her if she has more. I would like to swap or buy it from her because I really like using her lace oval to make my cover looks pretty like so. Yeah, on the back I put my logo as usual. So yeah, this is the album. And again, I don't typically ink my paper, but I try to do it for this project, and also didn't use my paper trimmer to cut the paper. Instead I used my ruler and I just rip the paper. The paper kit that I use here is Nature Dance by Antique Paperie. I don't think that she still has it in her Etsy store. But yeah, I joined the lifetime membership of Antique Paperie, and this is one of the paper that she released before. And on this side, I use the music pages to cover the cover. So there are like 6 landscape paper of the background paper and 6 portrait background paper on her paper on Antique Paperie paper kit, and I use all of them, and not all of, so most of the accessories, the ATC microscope slides and the envelopes. And here I put the glassine paper bag, because I think this glassine paper bag is a reused glassine paper bag. I don't remember what food came with it, but the glassine was still like pretty clean, doesn't have any oil, and that's why I decided to keep it and finally use it in this project. I'm planning to keep the receipt that we for anything that we buy during our trip, and this will be where I will going to put it. And I usually, when during my before my vacation, I print out a long list of what things of we need to bring. With like 2 kids, sometimes it's just so hassle that we will forget this, forget that, and I decided to have like a list, and then we just tick off the mark what we bring and we do not, or whatever. And I will put the list here when I'm done. And here one of the envelope in the kit that right now I just use it to keep some of the cutters that I cut and I didn't use. I'm thinking that maybe I will use this for embellishment later when I put my photos, when I put my photo in. And here I fussy cut the owl. I'm planning to put a photo of how we pack our car, and this owl will be part of embellishment of the photo, like so. I think when I'm done with this project, not done with this project, when I finish putting photos on this project as well as journal, I will also share how it looks in the end. Here's like writing page for writing and altar paper clip. I do not know if you can see, but this page has what is called doily imprint on it. Yeah, here you can see it better like this. It's not really bright imprint, I just like light imprint. I just decided instead of keeping it like pure blank and put something on the background, it would be very cute. And this one is a envelope that you can just open like so, and this is a tuck spot that you can put photo. So my neighbor, she moved, and she used to be a card maker and scrapbooker, and she gave me a little bit over 1,000 of this envelope. That's a lot, I know, and that's why I decided to start using it on my projects. And here I just glue on these 2 sides so I can make this is open for a tuck spot. Next page, here now you can see the tab binding that I use, like 3 and 2 tab binding alternatively. And this is really nice tab binding, by the way, because you see like it's still pretty flat after I put the things together. And this is, I can use it for writing spot and photo here. And this is like an altar paper clip that helps keeping this thing shut, or when I put some stuff here, it will keep holding it together like so. And one thing that I'm not going to do again in future is not to have tuck spot here and then another tuck spot here with a paper clip, because it's kind of look weird in my opinion to have like paper clip here hidden behind the tuck spot. Because I use these squares of the paper clip to make this altar paper clip, and I cannot really see what is this grow. It's kind of weird. Anyways, that's something that I have to put in mind for future projects. Another writing spot or for photo, and this one is open like so. And this is a waterfall that I keep blank, so I can put photo and writing on the other side or photo on both sides. So what makes it different between journal and scrapbook album, in my opinion, is what it is used for. A journal is mostly for writing, a diary, journal, whatever, and photo scrapbook albums is like pretty straightforward. It is for photo. You just put photo and photo, open photo, and a little bit journaling spots. Not so, I would say like journal emphasis more on the journaling, scrapbook album emphasis more on the photo. But that's my opinion. You might have different opinion. And in this project, I tried to combine both. So you have a lot of space for journaling and you have a lot of place to put photos. And this one is for 4x4 photo. As you can see here, I leave the magnet exposed because I'm planning to put photo like so. My other reason is like if I put a mat and then I put a photo, let's see, it's like we'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and close it. It will still close, but the magnet is not as strong as if I just put photos directly on it. Or even now, when it is naked, nothing holding it, you can hear it like. See this, from the sound of the magnet closing together, you can kind of tell the magnet is losing its strength from the layers of paper in between. And back, this one is a tuck spot, is open, so I use the scraps of the paper after I mat everything to cover this, to make this collage and then cover this flap. And I also use scraps as well for this. And this is a pocket. And this one, next page. There are total 6 pages in this journal, and I use only lightweight cardstock for this journal because I want to make sure that even it is like strong enough to hold my photos. I'm not sure about you all, but I feel like if you use copy paper and then photo like so, feels like the copy paper doesn't flip smooth. It holds the photo, but it's kind of weird. Even if I put, let's see, if it has a crisp, but if I put photo like this and like this, and then I flip it, flip the page open, it will feel like, I don't know, it just feel like not smooth. It's not as nice as if you put photo in a cardstock and then you open it, the whole page is still pretty straight. And here's the paper will kind of like trying to have like extra weight on the one side. So anyways, I hope you understand what I mean. This is like spots for writing, and then I keep it open for a tuck spot. Another empty pretty paper here for photos. I don't think I can write anything here because this is pretty dark, but well, I can if I use something really bright like neon green, neon blue, something like that. And this is a floating page, or a floating envelope page that I still leave it open for another tuck spot, for another pocket actually. This is enough space for photo and writing spots that I keep empty. And I also make the doily imprint as well. Isn't it nice? I just put the doily here and then use my brush to color the doilies, and then I will have this imprint. And then this is another page. I will also cut this owl for embellishment or tuck spot for my photo or whatever. And this one I leave it like this. I did not fussy cut around the tear because this is so pretty. I just want to enjoy this page. And if you notice that I cut this paper a little bit too short that I needed, and that's why I use lace to cover up my mistakes. One of the power of lace. This one as well, I cut this paper too short and I use lace to cover it. And this one is supposed to be like a tuck here, but I Apparently I didn't tuck it. And this flap here, I fussy cut around the flower for a tuck spot or embellishment for my photo. Opened. And this is also a place for photo. And this is a cascading pockets, like so. And this pocket is go all the way until the bottom, so this page can go here, and you can even put like a long like paper or page here, this one, like so. And on this side I make a booklet for 4x6 photo. It's like so. When I leave it open again, so I can use it for writing or photos. And I also make this one a rotating booklet. When I put this landscape photo like so, I don't really want to like rotate my book to really enjoy the photo, and that's why I decided to make a rotating booklet. So it should be like this, so I can enjoy, like I can just rotate this booklet and still enjoy the photo without rotating the whole book. This one is the closure. One thing that I will do differently next time is I will put a magnet on this booklet and this book page, so it will not like flap around when I I flip the page. It will stay intact, so it's be nice, not like this. Anyways, it'll be like for future. This is another pretty page for journaling, and I'm planning to keep this one open because this is another page that I really like. You can tell it how much I like this one because I enlarged the 80 sheets of this one and use it for my cover here. This one, the last page, I use a flap. I put a flap here for 4x6 photo and 4x4 photo, and a lot of space for journaling spot. Yep, this is a tuck spot. If I want to, I can put something behind it. If not, it's fine. And this one, also journaling space and for place for photo. And this is also a tuck spot. So you might have asked like why I put my magnet on both sides facing same direction. My reasoning is that so I don't really have to reinforce how I want these flaps to be. Like I don't reinforce like whether the big one on the top or the small one on the top. And I notice if I put the magnet on this side and this side, over if like have like 4, you have like photos, say like only 2, and then another one here on this side, like so. So this is like photo, and I close it like this. It doesn't really close well. But if I put the magnets on both like facing same direction, and it will still close well regardless you have photos on both sides or not, and you don't really have to worry which one should be on the top, which one should be on the bottom. And this is the last page. I fussy cut this bear again. I feel like this bear is cute. It's like carrying this flower, and I'm planning to put photo of our like car be on our way back. Be kind of like a symbolize that we bring home this nice memory, pretty memory, and also tiredness, whatever, and that'll be really cute. And this one I just put a paperback, and it's like a pocket one, and this is more space to put ephemera or whatever I decided to keep from our trip. This paperback is not as long as the cover, and that's why I decided to put lace to cover up the rest and make this very pretty. So yeah, this is my journal album, the second real attempt journal album with emphasis on the journal side. So what do you think, ladies? Do you think I accomplished what I meant to be, like combining journal and scrapbook album? Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching. Happy crafting. Until next video. Bye.